All right, let me answer that question. I'm going to distill the question down because it's a lengthy one. Essentially, it goes as follows. Why don't I use the same harsh rhetoric in regards to super Christians, people that are overly zealous in their faith, as I do with people that support abortion? Okay, that's a pretty simple one to answer. I believe that there are shades of gray that you have to account for, right? There are people that have certain convictions as Christians that I don't think are monstrous. When I use the term monster, I'm talking about a threatening force, right? There are threatening forces that work against Christianity that are extremely destructive. And I would say that those type of super Christians are monsters. But I don't think a person critiquing the drum performance at a rock band, a Christian rock band at that, ventures into monster territory. The same way I wouldn't think that someone that is an ardent supporter of kneeling when you pray is a monster because they don't think standing or sitting when you pray is appropriate. There are instances of monstrosity within super Christianity. But let me offer this. When it comes to the abortion of life, every single abortion ends with death. Death of a life. You may not believe that, but I do. I believe that life begins at conception. It is life in the womb. And if people conspire and support or act on a desire to rip that life out of the womb, to kill it, to end it, to eradicate it, to terminate it, whatever verbiage you want to use, then they are guilty in supporting or being part of murdering of life. Yes, I believe that people should carry their babies in the womb to term. And you could start moving the goalposts. What if she's 18? What if she's 17? What if she's 16? What if she's 12? What if she's 9? It's life. Carry it to term if you're able to. Then give the child up for adoption. I'm not going to apologize for erring on the side of life. You see, some things are monstrous and some things aren't. Let's talk about stealing for a moment. I think we would agree that stealing is wrong. I'm a Christian. I believe stealing is a sin. You may not be a Christian, but I'm sure you still think stealing is wrong. I think we would all agree that these scammers that scam elderly people out of their life savings and their Social Security are monsters. But I would not say that a parent stealing a loaf of bread and some lunch meat to feed their hungry child falls into the same level of monstrosity. I wouldn't call them a monster at all, even though they're guilty of stealing. There are differing levels. And to equate this small theft with this huge, horrible bilking of people's retirement as being the same would be absurd. The same way it's absurd to think that a Christian should be just as harsh when talking about other Christians that are overzealous as being the same as the abortion of a child. No, it's different. This guy was critiquing a rock band, a Christian rock band performance at that. I'm not going to say the person's a monster. They have their opinion. I think it's misguided. It can be harmful to the body of Christ. But is it as harmful as encouraging, teaching, accepting, and approving of abortion? I don't think so. So, there you go. There's my explanation. I hope that you understand. I really can't believe I had to explain that to you. But I can understand if a person doesn't view the abortion, if they don't view the life in the womb as life, if they just think that's a clump of cells, then I can understand that that person would not see it as murder. But You asked why I believe what I believe, and I'm telling you what I believe. So don't expect me to live my life and to teach and give advice according to what you believe. I'm going to tell you what my moral conviction is. So there you have it. I believe life in the womb is life. Life begins at conception. Shame on anyone that supports abortion. I believe that they're monsters. They are a threatening force. Like I said, every little life that is aborted is a victim of murder. Hope that clarifies. God bless. Have a nice day.